Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to solve day 2 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now, without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. So today I am going to solve problem number 2441, largest positive integer that exists with its negative. Okay, so in this problem we have given one integer array nums. Okay, so see, this is an integer array nums given to us. Okay, so in this we have to find the largest positive value. Okay, so what is the largest positive value here? 3. And then later on we have to check if the negative of this largest positive number exists or not. Okay, so if the largest negative integer for this positive exists, then we have to just return this number. Okay, so see here, what is the max number in this nums array? 3, and for 3 negative integer is there. Okay, -3. Okay, so that is why we are returning output as 3. Okay, so in this nums array, in the example number 2, what is the largest positive integer? Largest positive integer is 10, right? And for this 10, check whether -10 is there or no. So -10 is not there. Okay, so after that we are going to check for this 7. Okay, so for this 7, okay, after 10 this 7 is the largest positive integer, right? For this 7, -7 is there. Okay, so we are returning the output as 7. Okay, so in this case, this is a maximum positive integer 8. Okay, so -8 is not there. Then we are going to check for 7. 7 is the maximum positive integer after 8. -7 is not there. Okay, so we have to ignore this. Then for 6, -6 is not there. Then we have to ignore this. And all other numbers are negative, right? So we are returning nothing but just -1. Okay, so I hope that you guys are clear with the problem statement. Okay, so in this problem we have given one integer and nums that doesn't contain any zeros, and we have to find the largest positive integer k such that -k also exists in the array, and we have to return the positive integer k. If there is no such integer, then we have to return -1. Okay, that's it. The question is very simple. Okay, so now I am going to write the code. Okay, and step by step I am going to tell you what I am going to do here. Okay, so first we are going to contain we are just going to create one set. Okay, and in set I am going to add all the elements of my nums array. Okay, so how we are going to create the set? So simple, set integer new, let's name the set. Cisco set is equal to new hash set. Okay, so this is done, right? And then I'm going to iterate over all the elements in my nums array one by one. So I'm going to use for each loop for int num over nums. Okay, and in the set I'm going to add all the elements, set dot add num. Okay, so here in the set I am adding all the elements. Okay, once this is done, then for this problem we have to return the maximum positive integer, right? So I'm going to create one variable int result. Okay, and I'm going to initialize it with -1. Okay, so if I don't update anything in my result, then I'm going to return this -1 only, right? So see, for this example 3, I am not going to find any positive integer for which there is a negative also. Okay, so that is why I'm going to return -1. Okay, so I'm going to initialize my result as -1, right? And here I'm going to create one variable max num. Okay, and this maximum is going to search for the maximum number. Okay, what is the maximum number in my nums? Okay, so it is going to keep track of this. Okay, then after that again iterate over each elements in my num, int num over nums. Okay, and inside this I am going to check for few conditions, like my number, if my number is greater than 0. Okay, so I'm only going to check for the numbers which are greater than 0. Okay, I'm not going to check for the numbers which are less than 0. Okay, because we have to find the largest positive integer, right? If number is greater than 0 and my number, okay, and my number is greater than the my result value. Okay, so here in the example 1, first we are going to check for 2, right? So for 2 there is no -2. Okay, so I'm not going to store anything in my result. Okay, then after that I'm going to check for 3. Okay, so if my num is greater than result. Okay, so why I'm writing it like this? So see, here there is no example. Okay, so let's say in this example -2 is also there. Okay, in this particular example -2 is also there. So first I'm iterating over each element one by one, right? So first I'm going to iterate over this 2, then I am going to find that -2 is also there. So in the result I'm going to store 2, right? And the next time I have to search for the greater value than this result. Okay, next time I have to search for 3. I don't need to search for 1. Okay, because we have already found one maximum value, right? Maximum 2. Okay, that is why I'm comparing this num with the result. Okay, so my num is greater than result. Okay, because after 2 I have to check for 3, 4, 5. I don't want to check for 1, positive 1, because I have already found the maximum value 2, right? So here I am giving the conditions like this: if num is greater than 0 and then num is greater than result. Okay, this is clear. Then I am okay. If this condition is satisfied, then I am updating my max num as num. Okay, so here let's note. Okay, I don't think that we need to use this. If num, okay, here in the condition only we are checking if num is greater than 0 and my num is greater than my result, then is to check for the negative value. Okay, we are going to search for the negative value, so I am going to create one variable negative. Int negative is equal to 0 minus num. Okay, so this is going to give me the negative value of this number. Okay, so for this 2 it is going to give -2, right? Then in the set I have to check if set dot contains this value, negative value. Okay, if this is true, right, if this is true, then my result will be operated, right? Then my result will become, okay, spelling mistake, if set, this is a set name, right, contains negative, then my result will become num. Okay, that's it. Okay, so here this is done and my for loop is ending here, so I am going to just return the result. Okay, see, just 18 lines of code, right? So now let's run the code and see. So see, all the test cases has been accepted, right? So what we are doing here, we are creating one set, then we are iterating over each element in the set. Okay, we are iterating over each element in the nums array and adding that elements in the set. Okay, so here it is going to have of n time complexity, right? Then we are storing one result as a -1. Okay, and after that we are iterating over each element in nums once more, right, once again, right? So here also we have time complexity as O of n, right? And then I am checking whether number is greater than 0. Okay, because we are searching for only positive integers, and this number, it should be greater than my result. Okay, if this is true, then I am finding the negative of this number, and then in the set I am checking if the negative number is there. Okay, so this operation is going to take O of 1 time complexity, right? So overall the time complexity is O of n plus O of n. O of 2n is equal to O of n only. Okay, so time complexity is O of n, and since we are using set, right, so space complexity is also going to be O of n only, right? Here for the result variable we are using one constant space complexity only, right? So both time complexity and some space complexity are O of n, right? So I hope that you guys are clear with this code. Now let's run it. We have already run the code, right? So let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? So I hope that you guys are clear with today's video, and if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.